Maybe I won't share things I care about anymore.
Because dang,
I did hear about the
as
switch
soon
too.
as he let it out, you was like, nigga, what the fuck you care about that shit for? Fuck what you care about, nigga.
Let it
What?
breathe.
Dang, Teasy.
Oh man,
You been trying to start shit all night.
That's why he wanted to find out.
Yeah.
I have not.
It's just so you can
To see what he could shit on.
Yeah.
Did any of my topics stand out to you guys?
The predictions one, y'all think Trump gonna go to jail during his presidency?
No, I don't even know if that can happen. Like, I feel like they said the president is like exempt from criminal charges while he's like actively the president. Like, we gotta impeach him or he gotta like be thrown out first and then they can charge him. But no, I don't see that nigga doing that.
I didn't know anything.
I got questions for y'all.
What's up?
What in the world do y'all care about?
My time.
Like, outside of your personal, like you and your family, what happening in the world do you like feel like this is something that I like to stay up on? This is important to me.
Life is fleeting, dog. I probably don't care about much like that.
Not to over dramatize it, but doesn't that make life kind of empty? Like, I feel like that might be over dramatizing, but honestly, like, if you only care about what you and your like close people are doing, like, there's a whole world out there where like everything is happening.
You know what I care about? Dogs.
Okay. Cool.
So, for real, when I be seeing them like dead on the side of the road, it pulled my heartstrings so bad.
How often do you see that?
I be catching them. Like,
oh my God. You're like attracted to them or something.
Or I'm just more in tune to seeing them now, you know, because I have been on the lookout for mine for so long. But I be wanting to find a way to go to the dog, read it for a chip, to contact the owner, because I want them to know what happened to their baby, you know, if they want to know, you know. But I also feel like that's some heavy heart work that I can't do right now. But I do care about
So
that.
you be like checking the carcasses for
I don't go and do any of that. But if I could, I would grab that dog, get it out the road so it's not continuing to get hit. And at least bury it or something, you know what I mean? Like,
can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
I mean, to further dial in on what I said, like, I don't know if it makes it empty, because I'm not placing the idea of this whole big world on me. Like, I ain't the guy to change the world. I'm not, like, let's be serious here, you know? So I can at least focus on myself and my life around me.
But I don't mean it in terms of like changing the world or even influencing it. Let me ask this a different way, because this is another question that I always thought about asking y'all. What cultures do you feel like you're a part of? Because I feel like you would keep up with the things happening in the culture that you're a part of. You may feel like you, or at least one point, was a part of the smash culture, Hispanic culture, millennial culture. You might feel like black woman culture, LGBT, like all that. Like, what cultures are you a part of?
Black, the LGBT community, people who care about mental health, part of that culture, people who care about theater and performing arts, people who care about education.
Do you keep up with those cultures? And that question is for both of y'all, because that's what I'm really getting to. Like, do you care to keep up with the goings on of that culture?
As much as I have the capacity to.
That's an interesting way to answer that.
Like, dog, I just watch whatever YouTube videos are on the algorithm for like Smash Brothers. Like, you're trying to like find a box that I put myself in, but I really, like, there's nothing that I like care about that much, like, and that's okay. If I just don't feel like I have an answer for what you're asking for.
What you care about, TZ?
I'm a part of a lot of cultures, like sports culture, basketball, NBA, motherfucking hip hop. Like, I care about what happens in hip hop.
Yeah,
Like, I really care, and I choose to keep up with it. And
yeah, you actively do things to keep up with these things.
when Mac Miller died, nigga, I was hurt. Like, I ain't cry, but I was close to it. When Nipsey Hussle died, I was hurt. When Jay-Z dies, I might cry. Like, for real. I never met this nigga, but like, it means something to me. Like, what he did and what he represents in the world and the things that he has done and the example that he sets. When Beyonce died, I'm probably gonna be like, we lost somebody who was like massive, who like meant something. I think I'm into all that type of shit. I don't know if I'm a part of politics, but I care to like know a little bit. I don't know if I'm a part of that culture, but I do try to pay attention. Those are probably the main ones, like the ones that I really care about, like what happens in the NBA. Like, I pay attention and how that league is ran and what the players do and the business of it. Podcasting, like I care about all that shit. Art, like I really do love art, and I pay attention to like the monetization of it and different things that happen in business that affect the monetization of art, NFTs and shit like that, like Bitcoin. Like I be curious about what's happening, and I really be wanting to know. And for you to say like you don't care about shit, again, not to over dramatize it, but for me to care about so much and you to care about nothing makes me feel like, damn, that gotta be empty.
But
You don't care about
I
shit
feel like
in this
that
big vast
doesn't mean
world.
that he doesn't have interest in things like that. He just may not be invested so much so that it stops his daily life.
Maybe not stops, but directs. Like, if I see an article about something that is of interest to me, like, I'm gonna stop and read it. Like, I care about updates in these realms.
Sure, I guess too. The more you've explained it, the
OP for sure.
I care about the fact that my media continues to be media-ing.
What does that mean?
Like, I want my shows to continue to be shows. I want them to continue playing. I want them to continue premiering, whatever it is. Whatever that is.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to, like, I guess I'm interested in whether or not the story is going to finish.
Talk about OP, right?
Or any other, like, yeah, sure, One Piece, but I keep up with a lot of TV and shows, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say OP because that's one that you actively, like, be giving me updates on. And, like, not common knowledge shit. Like, you be knowing shit. And you like, stay up on it and you offer that information
to that
people.
point, like, that's just stuff that ended up in my algorithms that just kept showing up. It's not something that I, like, actively looked out at, you know. Like, I'm sure at one point I did, but it's not something that I continue to do.
Okay.
Like, the most active thing in that situation, for me, the most active thing I would do is just look at the article or look at the video. But am I going to go find it? I'm not actively researching anything, even though I have these ties and connections to all of these communities. But I do, like, when my friends are still performing and stuff, I do still like to pull up and go see their plays, see how they've evolved, or, you know, like, I really don't be doing nothing but working and existing.
But I would say you bringing up your friends' plays and stuff that you pull up to, that's you and people close to you. Do you just go to plays off the strength of, I want to see this play? I care about the production of this play. Even one that maybe you're familiar with, it's been done 1,000 times, the vagina monologues. Like, I want to see how these guys are gonna do it because I know about this production group and what this production is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the art for the art. Like, do you care about that? Are you just gonna be like, yo, this person, this production group is in town, or this comedian is in town, or this whoever, and I just want to see them because, you know, like, what are you guys fans of? That's another way to put it. Like, what do you just choose to? And maybe it's better, more healthy to not care about all these things because they don't really affect your life. But it's damn, and I just seen you got the tattoo, the theater joint right there. That's what that is, right? The two masks. Wow, you really care. You ain't living true to yourself though. You ain't living true. You care about the art, but you don't really live like you care about the art.
At the same time, you know, because that's where I was explaining, like, life be happening so hard to some people that wasn't profitable for me. You know, I had to switch that focus.
Do you feel like you only have the time and availability for work and
Life right
home?
now, yes. Yes. That's absolutely positively how I feel right now.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, at this big age, everything post college, right, is no longer me doing it just because I have an interest in it. Which is why I am glad that I love my job and I'm interested in the things that I do, because it's just as rewarding because it's equitable too. You know what I mean? So, but that don't mean I have like a passion for cars or nothing like that. You know, I'm interested. I'm interested in learning how to work. It'll be fun to work on cars or whatever like that. But for the most part, I just like what I do. You know what I'm saying? And the way my life is set up right now, I'm literally only working and have some time for home life, make time for the pod and my relationship. That's it.
Okay. Heard. What say you, Lucifer?
About.
What's up?
About.
I don't know. A lot was said. You didn't say a lot though.
Well, because, I mean, the question that you're asking me is, what am I a fan of? And I cannot elaborate that I'm not that much of a fan of. Like, I'm a fan of a lot, but I'm not as big a fan as what you're trying to get out of.
The question.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how you feel about me asking about the emptiness of it.
I don't feel like it's empty. I feel like it's empty from your perspective, who is into a lot of different things like that. But I don't look for that to fill my life, I guess. And I'm still focusing. I'm still hyper focusing on myself and my relationships around me, as opposed to, I guess, what's going on and the happenings in the world.
Heard.
Like, even the things that I care about, it's just like if something bad happens, like Akira Toriyama dying, Dragon Ball Z's creator, that shit sucked. But, you know, like, the fact that, like, for me, his story was already told. He was in the middle of telling another story, and now that I found out that it's going to continue, but somebody else is telling the story, it makes me care less about it. Makes me more okay with the fact that, like, okay, his story is gone, and whatever I hear or see from now on is not him anymore. I was okay with mourning like that on his death. But then knowing that the show is still going on, I care less about the show. And I can just watch or view it or read it and take it as it is and not really think of it as the old person's show anymore. I'm trying to think like if One Piece ever finished, like it would didn't get the opportunity to finish. If I would think the same way of that, I'd probably force myself to. I wouldn't like it, but I mean that's just what it is. So you say
It's tough for me to understand that perspective.
but you're saying that you're into all of these different things, and so it's like, what about those things is it that's shaping your life, and how much is it shaping your life?
I feel like it helps me relate to the world. There are people who see things and care about things as much as I do. And I like learning about those things. I like seeing all the different players within those fields and how they move within it and how they influence it.
So you like seeing like the fact that there's other people like you, like
Yes.
I guess like the reason I say it like that is because like I just understand. I dislike it, but I understand that there are people like me. Like when people tell me like, "Yo, man, you remember this person?" I hate that shit, but it exists. Like I'm not a snowflake. I'm not anything special, and so like I guess I've told myself to understand that. And so like for you, I'm assuming that you typically don't feel that there are others like you, but seeing that they exist is nice to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not how I would put it, but that is definitely true.
Okay.
With all the things like with music, when I hear a rap song that really resonates with me, it's like, yes, someone really finds the shit that I find cool in this art form dope, and they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what makes me want to rap at times. What makes me want to keep listening to rap. Like, people say fly shit that I think is fly. Like, we on the same page with that. The way that they do a video, like the visuals of something, you think that's fly and I think that's fly. Yes. 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 When a person creates a great TV show that I enjoy watching, like, yes, someone sees this or understands this the way that I do, and I guess to a degree I feel seen and understood and related to. In all things, honestly, like with Twitter, with TV, with sports, with podcasting, just all of my interests. I love to see when people do things that are cool, that I think are cool or admirable or interesting, and they do it. It's like, yes, we see things the same. And I would hope that's what people would feel with our podcast. Honestly, like, yes, other people like are interested in this type of thing. Like, other people want to know what various other backgrounds think about things, relationship things, and they know that it's more to life than just a romantic relationship. But they also understand the value of relationships and like tune in every week to see what we have to say about relationships that is cool and interesting and engaging.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's really fly. I think that's really cool. I think it's dope to be a fan of things and to like engage with the world. It's a big world out here, and it's like so many things that are made for us.
I mean, I'm a fan of a whole lot of stuff, but how much it influences my daily decisions, actions, thoughts, things like that is the disconnect for me.
And that's where I get confused with you guys, because why wouldn't you want to engage with the things that you're interested in?
That don't mean I'm not engaging in it.
It does when you say like you don't have time for anything outside of work and home.
So that doesn't mean that my love for theater has changed. You know, if I catch a good play, it's not like I'm going to completely not enjoy it for the simple fact that I ain't had the time previously. I still enjoy plays. I still like plays. I would love to have more time to go and see plays. But me missing out on opportunities to see plays ain't weighing on my consciousness like I'm lacking in some area because I'm not as engaged with this.
Heard. I also can't relate, but I hear that and I take that in.
So you feel like you need to be engaged with these communities?
I feel like I do myself a disservice when I don't feed my soul. Like if I know this feeds my soul, listening to good music, seeing a great movie, engaging with the NBA or basketball or the things that I love, like when I don't feed my creative side, I feel like yes, I'm doing myself a disservice. Like I'm not enjoying life. I'm just like suffering through it and going through the motions.
I believe that's where the disconnect is then. Because
Tell me more, brother.
I mean, like I don't feel like even the things that I really enjoy thoroughly, I don't feel like if I'm not doing it, I don't feel like I'm doing myself a disservice. Like there's so much more going on around me that has nothing to do with the world, more so just my own little mini world, my own little life. I guess yeah, it's just life happening around me that I'm more worried about.
Okay. Heard.
To be honest, not to put you on the spot, but you're probably in a much better position in life that allows you to be able to engage in stuff outside of your own personal life.
I would disagree. I think you've known me since we had the same job.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were making the same money. Like I always engaged with the many things that I liked. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where during Lent, I gotta stop listening to music, stop watching TV, stop doing certain things that I like because I engage with my shit, boy. Like I used to go in between shifts to go to the movies. Like that's what I did in between my doubles. So I would just say like I've always been that person that I don't know. I'm just craving something, and I always gotta have it
I
satiated.
feel like I have to agree with Los. You, even though y'all had the same job, you still might have been in a different position of where you could do that and appreciate that even more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even in comparison to just how you the single child on your mom's side while he had siblings. So if it's a matter of attention, like you not starving for attention because you ain't had to share that with other siblings, so now you don't need all your mom's attention, so now you cool going to the movie theaters by yourself. And you know that as you grow up, you know it gets bigger than that, but at the same time it's like you just was in a different position, for lack of better words. Even, you know, with the house and everything, from you having this during college, like this was some baller shit for you to do during college. I ain't there.
Heard. If you say it's a privilege that I'm not recognizing, then I gotta take that in.
I mean, we might just be biting at something that, like grasping at straws or something. But
What it sounds like to me, y'all are saying is y'all don't have as much of an interest in like doing these things. Like for me, it's obviously really important, but for y'all, it's like if I don't see a play, if I don't see this, I don't even know what you're into. if I don't engage with people outside of my immediate friends and family that make me feel
Life
good,
don't go on. That's all it means.
You don't feel any less, or you don't feel like anything is missing.
Yeah. Now, I would definitely say I do miss that whole environment and being an active part of it, but it wasn't sustaining me to where I needed to be. So now I'm stressed in doing it, and that's not working for me. It's like at this point I just got to pick a struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to pick one that puts me in that type of position where I'm constantly looking for the next job, the next gig. You know, like give me some stability. Give me something that I know I have a little bit of security with. You know, I can know I'm coming to work this week and know I'm coming to work next week. You know, things like that. Now, granted, this doesn't mean I don't understand that no job is secure 100%. But where I'm at
Especially with AI on the loose.
Right. It's alleviating that stress that's negatively impacting my health. So I'm feeling like I'm making a better decision so that maybe in the future I can go enjoy some more plays.
Allen Iverson out here trying to take our jobs.
They took our jobs. Yeah, I know what that's from.
From you?
Well, I mean, yeah, but
It's definitely some hillbilly shit.
South Park. I forget that exact episode, but somebody was coming in taking their jobs.
Some
They took
hillbilly.
our jobs. They took our jobs.
I was chatting it up with the homie, and he brought up a question. I think it was like your annual salary of like $1 million a year, but once a month for a second, you randomly get naked. Are you taking the money?
What happens after that second?
Your clothes come back on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get naked for free now.
Yes.
I definitely get naked for $1 million a month.
Yeah,
Yes.
I for sure.
I'm assuming it's random as well, right?
Yeah, it's a random time.
Yeah, but that still doesn't matter. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I for sure jumped on that. I was like, yeah.
I would be a sailor. So, like, if I'm on a boat most of the time and it just happens there, I can live with it.
No, it's like you're still a regular worker. Like you're still earning this money.
How else am I earning it?
What you mean? Like
It's not just given to you. Like
I got to earn this $1 million?
yeah, like
Doing what?
Like you're still doing your regular 9 to 5.
But occasionally I run through the building naked
For a second.
for 1 second.
A second isn't long enough.
You're not running, but like
It just
yeah,
happens.
I just
like a
pop up
flash.
in there naked real quick. All my employees see me.
That's because it's happening randomly.
Yeah.
It could happen while you're in the house. It could happen.
It can happen when I'm already naked too,
It could
huh?
happen while you're already naked.
This ain't that bad.
It's not that bad.
Like, now, if I got to be naked for like an hour, you know what I'm saying? For once a month, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
1 second? Yeah, we can deal with that.
10 seconds I could deal with that. 2 minutes, maybe. I could
2
deal with
minutes
that.
is a long time. You just might be naked and you can't do nothing about it. Hell no.
That would be so embarrassing. My
That-
employees see me
Straight
naked.
naked.
That might be my motivation to get in the gym more too.
Like, yeah, I mean, how do you like? Why you work at this job? It's like it pays me enough.
Hell nah, that's bananas.
He asked so many because like he ended up on like this Reddit page that was asking all these questions. One of them was like, the power to see into the future, but you have to pinch your nipple to do it.
Yes.
Easy.
I'm in. That ain't even that bad.
I
It's
got
like,
one.
You can see more the harder you pinch it.
This one a little turn.
All right.
You can only save your parent or your sibling. Who you saving?
Parent.
My parents or my siblings?
Both of my parents or all of my siblings?
Yeah.
Parents. Yeah, it got to be done. I got more siblings than parents, but I think I still mean it. Do my nieces and nephews disappear if I choose my parent over my siblings?
No. I ain't think that far ahead.
Yeah, I gotta choose my mom.
Ah, damn. You only got one parent you choosing over both of your siblings. And you grew up close with your siblings. Damn. That's tough.
Because they would both hate me if I chose them.
Oh, brother. Okay. Your
Man,
one sister.
I didn't
is a
realize how
parent
hard
and everything.
that choice was for me myself.
What's yours?
It's
You
real
choosing
hard
siblings?
between my mom and my sister. It's a real hard decision.
You're going to choose siblings because you want to be different.
I might.
But for the same reason that he's saying?
No.
So what you saying is you love your sister more than your mom.
That's not what I'm saying.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you would say.
It's okay. Your mom doesn't listen to the pod. It's okay. You can be honest.
Yup.
My mom actually listens, so I'm definitely gonna choose her over my siblings. Although I think my brother listens.
Yeah, wild. Because
I mean, you have
I'm pretty
brothers
sure
on
my
the-
siblings listen like every now and then, and like I'm still choosing my mom over them.
Maria is a big supporter.
Yeah.
We appreciate her. So I would say you should choose siblings, if you ask me.
You know what? I love you, mama, but I'm gonna choose you. Still.
Your sister also throw a like on us every once in a while on Facebook. So I would have to say the same.
It's a real hard choice because me and my sister, like my sister's like one of my best friends.
So why you let her die then?
That's why I said it'll be a hard choice between her and my mom. Like that'll be real hard.
I was thinking parents because they mean so much to me, but honestly, they are older. Like,
That's
again,
why I said it'll be a real hard choice.
you're supposed to choose the younger people because of their potential and such. And they got young kids.
That was a hard one.
That's the last line of your porno.
Ayo. What else is on you fools' mind?
I don't got nothing on my mind for real.
I was at two things. One, I think I'm curious if y'all have any other bold predictions for 2025. But also I had brought up y'all interests because I be thinking about things that we could discuss on the pod, and I just be wondering like, what do y'all like actually care like to discuss? Like, what is something that y'all would get like passionate about if y'all discussed it? You niggas, I was like, I've been thinking about this for years, and I just realized that like, I ain't got no answers for these niggas. Like, and that's why I'm like, let me just ask them. I don't know what to make of you guys.
You hit it right on the nail. I mean, you can't find it because there ain't shit.
Niggas don't care about shit, boy.
Let us. Why are you trying to make us care?
Because I think the world is too dope to not care.
Exactly. It's like so dope without me caring that if I started to care, it would be less dope.
I disagree. It would only get doper with your interests and your contributions.
Nah.
Y'all hear me? You guys are dope, and if you add to dope things, it'll only become doper.
You're the
Gang.
type. You're the type to post on Twitter.
I mean, that's not a lie. Although I am about to give it up. I see myself giving up Twitter in 2025.
Oh, how y'all feel about TikTok leaving?
Oh no.
I ain't mad. I think it's better for us as a pod. That's how I think about it. Because everybody going to have to go back to Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. And we on two of those platforms, so. You know what I mean?
The Switch
Niggas
2
up.
is coming out.
What's up?
The Switch 2 just got announced. That's coming out in 2025.
Why you care about Nintendo? Of all the things to care about. Like, sorry to shit on the thing that you care about after we just searched for it, but you always talk about how they don't care about y'all, but you care about them.
I care about their games. But yeah, they're as a company they kind of suck.
What makes you?
They're putting out quality games. Those are my childhood games.
Okay. Respect.
Shit. Maybe I won't share things I care about anymore.
Because dang.
I did hear about the Switch
As soon
too.
as he let it out, you was like, nigga, what the fuck you care about that shit for? Fuck what you care about, nigga.
Let it
What?
breathe.
Dang, Teasy.
Oh man,
You been trying to start shit all night.
That's why he wanted to find out.
Yeah.
I have not.
It's just so you can
To see what he could shit on.
Yeah. Why were you bringing up Marvel Rivals?
Because I just keep hearing about it, and I don't know what the fuck it is.
You ever heard of like League of Legends or like
Video game?
yeah, video games where like it's a six on six team where it's just like each person on the team. Like I know like it's not like Call of Duty where everybody has a gun and we're all shooting, right? It's more like this person has that one role from that Call of Duty. There's another person that has the active duty of healing all the other team players. Another person has the active duty of trying to take all the hits from the other team. Another person has the duty of like, I don't know, trying to snipe. So like everybody has a role to play. And that's pretty much what they did with Marvel Rivals. They brought that, so like now you're playing like all these different superheroes and they all play differently.
Have you played?
No.
Okay.
But that's how it was described. It seemed cool.
Sounds all right. Sounds all right. Not bad at all. I can see myself engaging with that.
I've been thinking about getting me a PlayStation.
Don't do it.
Why?
Because I bought an Xbox in June of last year, and I probably played it for a month. And then, nah, I don't touch it, bro. It ain't worth it.
Pass it this way. Let me play it.
I can sell it to you. I can't. Just
What you
give
trying
it
to sell
you.
it for?
I'd have to think about that.
Well, let me know because I've been
I paid a lot
thinking
of money
about
for it, though.
2K like a motherfucker. I love 2K. I love Creative Player. And I've been thinking about something that I would want to do on my little downtime that I be having at home or whatever. And I just be wanting to play the game a little bit.
It's a good hobby. It's fucking cheap for the most part. Time consuming. Keep you in the house. It definitely saves you money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to start playing Call of Duty more, but I be getting mad at how doo-doo I am.
I'm fire on my tablet.
Because that ain't the real Call of Duty.
Facts.
I be thinking about
I don't have a
playing,
game to play on.
I be thinking about playing 2K and Madden as well, though.
I don't like
Just
the way
'cause I
it
can
show
play
up
the
on my
computer.
phone.
Cause mobile games ain't real games, bro. You can't get those type of games on your phone. That ain't what that's for.
Heard, but the Call of Duty on my tablet is real fire.
I hear you.
Real fire.
I hear you.
I almost like that one better than what I would even possibly think the game would be on the play because it's a lot simpler.
If y'all didn't have to work, how would y'all spend y'all time?
I would go swimming a lot.
What the fuck?
Probably live on a yacht or something. Be by some water. I like water.
Heard.
You can't tell TZ anything without him laughing.
Okay, he just gonna judge it and shit on your shit before you can even breathe. Hater alert.
I just, once again, I am always surprised by you guys' answers. Nigga said you would just swim.
Yeah,
That is not what I expected you to say at all.
I like swimming.
Yeah, I'd spend a lot of time like disc golf, video games.
That's another culture.
Yo, it's this dude on Facebook who got this big ass
I hope you
like
finish
a
that sentence. Never mind.
grill, a grill or like a deep fryer. Like maybe like 100 pieces of chicken can fit on the deep fryer, and he just do a little wheelbarrow shit, put it in the grease or whatever. Or if he doing a boil, it's all the boiled stuff in there, and I would do that shit too. Like just make a whole bunch of crab legs and stuff all the time.
I actually think I asked this question before and you said you would start a food truck. Y'all remember that?
Ish.
That sounds like something I would do. I like food.
I work out. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out.
What would you do, TZ?
Probably create music. Probably become a content creator. invest in real estate. Shit, all the shit I'm
You
trying to
already
do right
do.
now. Like all the shit I like would do without my 9 to 5. Like everything minus that. I be on y'all about creating content more. Like, yo, man, y'all try to like imitate this bird dance or what?
Probably have a whole content house for sure, for sure.
She make the sound, I make the face type shit.
That shit would be funny, bro.
Honestly, I picture Los doing that, and honestly, I pictured you two doing
Doing
it.
the faces.
Yeah, like y'all two going back and forth. I really thought that would be hilarious. Like, I really thought that would be so fucking funny.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
But yeah, I would just create content. I'll do stupid skits. I would try to convince y'all to do that with me as well. You know, do a little traveling.
I'll definitely be tearing some cruises up.
I probably start a restaurant critique blog or something like that. Like I just go to mad restaurants and tell them about my experience. Like I want to do shit that I do and just like monetize it. Yeah. That's what I would do if I didn't have to work. Yeah. I would just do my shit and try to monetize it. They say like that's the failure of late stage capitalism, as they call it, of everyone try to make their hobby something that they can monetize instead of just doing shit for the love of the game. Mm-hmm. But I'm definitely one of those people. Mm-hmm. Like I want to get paid for doing the things that I like to do. Yeah. That's the American dream for me. Like I get to rap, I make beats, I podcast with my friends, I'm a fucking critique movies.
I do be wishing like these niggas that be streaming all day and shit. I'm like, man, I wish I could just make this money that easily. Just sitting on here bullshitting, telling y'all about my life, getting mad when y'all tell me to stop telling y'all about my life.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm waiting for your joints to give out like Los, so you can also be on the bandwagon of content creation is the future. Start taking it serious, bro. Goddamn.
Don't make me no more geriatric. Please don't.
I'm waiting for your body to break down too, so we can take this shit to the next level.
No, it's already breaking down. It's good.
God
it's
damn.
Good. What we look like? We gonna be hurting like fuck trying to do this pod. He gonna be like, man, get your energy up. Nigga, I can't move. Nigga, what you mean?
You see the way the bird is dancing. You can't lift your arm up. Bend your elbow, bro. No, for sure. We can find geriatric friendly content to create.
Sure.
We abandoned the battle of the ages idea that we had years ago. We can bring that back. Get some old ass niggas on here and just debate some topics.
Run it back.
True that.
I'm telling y'all gonna see it. Give it about 5 years when AI is taking all of our jobs. I'm like, yeah, it's easy. I'm glad we did this podcast. This is our only salvation in the ever-changing world.
We better trademark ourselves for AI. Gonna do it for us. We are another millennial podcast now, bitches.
I don't even know if I would embrace it or run away from it if I found an opportunity for us to like put AI versions of the podcast out. Like we just put in all our old episodes so they know me, they know you, they know Los, and we just
create new content.
New content based on that. And it like never ends. Like it just
I would say go for it, get ahead of the way, but at the same time we gonna miss talking to each other like this. Like that'll be the only thing.
Would you guys be mad if like you found another podcast called AMP, but like it's all AI?
Yes.
Like artificials.
I would be very upset.
Millennially podcasting.
I can't say this on here, but especially if we ain't did what we supposed to do.
I concur. And it would be crazy if they actually took all of our content and it was and really us.
Blew up on that shit.
I would start a hate campaign. Mm-hmm. Los, do you care about Kanye's next album might be all AI?
I didn't hear about that.
It's a rumor that he feels like AI is the future in his quest to always be ahead of the game. and people are actually using AI in rap, and so like people feel like he may like really embrace it and have them create the AI album, and then he just go in and like tweak little shit and things like that. Because people say like he don't write his raps right now, and so he kind of is already kind of AI, and it's much easier to create an AI album, so you don't got to be stuck in the studio for months and shit. And once again, it's the cutting edge future, and they just kind of think that AI, or excuse me, Kanye is going to eventually be the first one to create an all AI album.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like
And Drake did it.
he shouldn't get paid as much as for that album as he's gotten paid for other albums.
Why would you say that? If he still created it.
He tweaked it. He didn't create it. Like,
Okay, I hear that.
like if you
He stamped it.
yeah
Instead of branding it.
He stamped it. It's not Kanye brand. It's AI.
yeah, the fact that like he himself didn't create all of it. He came in. It's like,
But
yeah, go ahead.
how would you feel as a consumer, though? I mean, I respect the payment part. I disagree, but cool. I'm curious as a consumer
full price for it.
and a fan of Kanye. He's just putting it on the streaming site. So
Like, I'm gonna listen to it. But
If I can listen to it for free,
if you got whatever
And-
Apple Music, Spotify, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck,
like,
you
it-
can listen to it same as any other album.
yeah, if he's putting it out there and he's saying, yeah, this is me, I'm like, all right, yeah, this is you. This is you wanting to put your brand on this.
I think this is me again going back to like being passionate about things. Like, how would you feel though? Like, it's interesting to me that you don't have like a feeling about this. Like, as a fan of this guy, he put that out, I would love it or I would hate it, or like maybe I listen to too many podcasts and people having takes, but I just feel like I have to have an opinion about my favorite artist putting out an AI album.
Sure, I could have an opinion, but like that doesn't change what the fuck he just did.
But how do you feel about it as a fan of the artist and his art?
I feel like, all right, this is what he's trying to give me. I've got like, I'm not trying to say like I'm the like go-to expert on music or anything, but like the music that I've listened to throughout my life and the way I listen to music, if I get into an artist, I get into their whole fucking discography. And I'm going to see that they've been changing their whole entire career. And so if this is where Kanye's taking it now, this is what I have to take. Like, I hated Random Access Memories when I first heard it. Mm-hmm. But that might be my favorite Daft Punk album yet.
Why do you bring that one up? Like, what do you mean by that?
Because Daft Punk, like their whole career, they sounded very electronic, very like work it harder, make it better, that kind of shit. Like, you know, like very robotic sounding. And then it felt very melodious and full of life on that last album. And so it was totally different and nothing what I expected. I had expectations. And I was let down. And then I eventually liked it. And I felt the same way about like a lot of Gambino's albums. And so like all of that to say, essentially, my initial opinion, or yeah, my regular opinion or initial opinion, it never mattered in any of that. It really just basically how I feel now about it. And like, I'm looking forward to it, I guess, right now.
Interesting.
And if it's a shitty album, then yeah, I'll have that opinion.
Okay. I hear that and I take it in. It's interesting to me how differently you think of it. And even like the perspective that you come from is totally different.
Like, I fell in love with rap when I started getting into Gambino. And for him to 180 that motherfucker and just not do rap anymore for like years was heartbreaking for a long time. But I started liking the shit that he was putting out anyways. And And then he finally came back to the rapping roots on this final album, and it was such a breath of fresh air to be able to hear that kind of stuff. It was very nice. He basically is the guy who made me fall in love with rap. So, like, I'm used to this genre that I'm expecting to change. I'm used to this artist embracing the change and putting it out there regardless of whether the consumer likes it or not. And because they're putting it out there whether we like it or not, I don't think that I need to approach it with a I need to like this or not attitude.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm just more critical of things that I care about.
Make a decision. You either like it or you don't.
Honestly, though.
Gun to my head at every point of my life.
And I just like to know how I feel about something before they tell me how I feel about it.
Pick a side.
Because I agree, like, I'm going to like it or I'm not. But I would like to go into it thinking, like, all right, I'm not agreeing with Kanye doing the AI album. But if he do it fire, I got to respect it. But my favorite artist, I wouldn't want him doing this type of shit. So he got to, like, convince me otherwise. It's how I'm going into it. And I know that. I don't know. I just feel like I got to, yeah, I got to criticize it going into it. This big old world of ours.
I do think that, like, I'm gonna feel shafted a little bit because it's not what I'm used to for music. Like, not because Kanye's doing it, but in general, like, you're saying that you made this song. Well, actually, no, that's not what Kanye's saying. He is saying that he made the song, he made the album entirely with AI's help. He's not saying that he's doing it by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think because I'm able to think of that, it makes it more okay for me.
So I still have to double back to how much am I paying for this? If I'm paying the full price of what I would pay for a album of you doing your best unadulterated work, then I'm gonna feel a little cheated if you used all of this software or whatever to help you get to where you already was as an artist. Now, if I come across it on a free platform or something like that where I'm not as invested, I don't give a damn how you creating it or how it's coming out. I do have to throw some caution there because if this is AI and I can't recognize my own favorite artist, that might signify to me that you're becoming too molded, like, to something that's not my favorite no more. Like, Drake used to be my favorite artist, but I ain't liked him for a while now.
I don't think your listening would be any different. Like, wherever you listen to albums now, it would be there, like, normal.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not paying for anything, so I don't care what is coming into my realm, right? I don't care how it's presented to me because I'm not paying for anything.
Do you listen to music?
Yeah, for free.
On what, the radio?
Like Pandora or whenever it do come out on the radio, yeah.
You can't play a full album on Pandora, though, right?
You can.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you would listen to Kanye's new album on Pandora, same as any other album.
Right, which is, again, I wouldn't feel no type of way.
So it'd just be normal for you then?
Yeah, it'll just be normal. But if I'm having to pay for it and you want me to pay $30 for a CD that you use AI for, it's not happening.
Nobody buys albums anymore, bro.
I'm just saying.
By the way.
I'm just saying.
Now,
Nobody definitely paying $30.
I gotta pose the question.
Any
Let's say you've been doing music for a long ass time. Let's say you were successful. Fuck it. Let's just keep
me personally.
Sure.
Like Tizzer the Wizard.
Yes. Or you can continue using
Tizzer the Lizard.
You can continue using Kanye as the example if you want. Either or.
Can we do me?
Sure.
Pause.
Sure. and you've been spitting dope shit for a long time. You're successful. Your life continues being successful, and for years now, your shit pretty much kind of like Drake. He just says dope shit in a cool way. Like that's all you're doing for a long time. Now you either gotta do it better than Drake, or you gotta do it a little differently. And if you're gonna continue if you just continue on path and just like, all right, I'm not gonna be better than Drake. I'm just gonna be me. Fuck everything. I think in that case it would be okay to use AI to write the same shit that you're saying just in a different way. Like what other inspiration do you have from your previously dope life who is now further dope because of the music that you made your life dope with? There's not much that you can say like over and over again with different songs. You can't keep putting out all of these songs that say the same thing. So with AI, it makes it more okay to do that. Now,
not wrong.
And now let's say like Kanye is going through some crazy part of his life, and he doesn't like. I feel like most artists, if they're okay with AI taking care of like their monotonous part of their lives, and that's the part that they're putting music out for. I think that if they're okay with that, with AI taking that part of their life over, I don't think that they would be okay with the major parts of their life where like I'm in the middle of like a divorce or a marriage, or I'm having kids and I want to talk about that shit in my music. I don't think that they would let AI completely take over for that kind of shit. You know?
I hear what you're saying. And from a practical standpoint, that makes sense. But as a fan of the art, I don't like it.
As a fan of the art,
I'm not gonna be able to agree with it.
You expect the artist what are your expectations? Do you expect the artist to put out music every year, every 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years?
I don't have an expectation on time. I would like it every year, but if a person doesn't, I can accept that. But when they do put out music, I expect it to be like true to the art and not artificially created. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is art. It is people expressing themselves through this medium. And if you have an AI do it and it's not genuine and authentic, and it's disingenuous.
I guess what makes it more disingenuous?
You didn't go through the process. You know what I'm saying? You didn't take the time to create the beat, to feel the vibe, to find a song premise that fit this beat, and then wrote the song, and then delivered the song in the tone and delivery that it need to be, put in. Like, there's layers to this thing.
So where are they getting all of that from? They're getting it from like inspiration elsewhere, or like
who are they?
The actual artists. Like, let's say AI is not involved. Where are they getting all of that like song making from? Like, they're listening to the beat or whatever. Let's say they make the beat too, whatever.
Yeah, I would say they're inspired by life and working with other artists.
Gotcha. And AI grabbing all of that and putting it in a way for you to be able to be inspired from, just in a different way. Like, is that not okay to create art from as well?
I would say no. But hey, you can't have artificial without art. So what am I to say?
That, of course, tickled you so hard, Ace.
We can end there if you guys want.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
We also got to find a better send-off for the pod. Real episode and special episode. Yeah. You guys got any positives?
Choke on a